This question is similar to the particle diagrams we used for the conservation of mass. It says use the key below, and here's the key. Each of these circles represents these different atoms, and you have to try and imagine what a molecule would look like if it's composed of these atoms. Without giving the answer, I can draw a water molecule, which is H2O. From that key, it would require one oxygen atom and two hydrogen atoms. The hydrogen atoms are shaded like this, and that's how you answer that question. Again, we're using this key to answer the second part of the question. We're looking for these symbols and their meaning, and we can see that this is shown here, and we can see hydrogen is shown here. So we just need to write down how many atoms of each are present. A formula can look something like this, or like this. So your formula should take account of how many atoms are present here, and remember, numbers are lowercase. This question refers to some of the work we did right at the start of the year when we reviewed Key Stage 3 information and looked at elements and compounds. So here we have elements and compounds, and hopefully you can identify from this box which material is an element and which is a compound. Elements have one symbol, compounds have multiple symbols in their formula. This question continues with the idea of chemical symbols and formula. So up here we have the formula of an acid. I've chosen a different acid to explain. If we were trying to identify how many elements were present in each, we would have two hydrogen atoms, one sulfur atom, four oxygen atoms, and the total in the molecule would be 7. So by using the formula, we can work out how many atoms of each type are present. This question very much uses the idea of ions that we discussed in class. We're going to have to use the table of ions that you were given and stuck in your book, and is also in iTunes U. Here is the table of ions, and here is the example I'm going to talk about to explain this task. It's iron oxide, so we have these symbols in our formula. We need to look into the table of ions, and we would find that there are some ions for iron oxide written here, and there are some ions for the oxide part over here. So in the answer space you would write which is the kind of thing that's being asked for to go here. This question is the reverse. You look up these table of ions and try to put together the correct ions to make the formula for sodium hydroxide.